Hey, it's end time. I'm back. On the what weapon to get. If I could only get one, I went over a variety of issues on the first two parts of this three-part series, and I want you to understand clearly and understand something, that the reason I'm making these videos is there are people out there that have asked and they've sent messages, personal messages to me of what should I buy. Well, let me say one more time. I've showed you a few options, not showed you them all, and I'm not going to. Because I don't know your exact situation. I do know that shotguns can be purchased anywhere from $200 to $2,000, but I do know anything $350, $400 to $500 is going to be a heck of a good weapon. I do know that you can get a great pistol for $500. I do know that you can also overspend and overindulge, and we don't want to do that in these economic times we're living in. Because as I speak, the Dow went into the 7,000 range, 7,900 something earlier. It's back up to 8,000. And things are not looking good for the market because of the reality is set in that this is not an economic recession, but it's a depression. And why did I say that? Why did I bring that up in these weapon videos? Because having said that, you're going to need to protect your home and your goods and your food and all those things that you've went out and purchased. And you're not going to be able to do it by shouting at somebody and saying, "Don't you come in my door." Because when people get hungry and people get broke and people lose their jobs, there will be people getting desperate. There will be people stealing stuff to take to the pawn shops. There will be people that are your common thugs that are going to ratchet up their things that they do because of the vulnerability of America. They think that they have carte blanche to come do what they want to do. And they, mind you, they sit back and they watch these gun laws passed and they say, "Oh boy, thank you, thank you, thank you. It gives me more freedom to go and rob the American people." So I recommend, again, get your firearms, get your ammunition, and stay in a defensive posture. Don't allow the thugs to take your house over. Don't allow the thief and the robber to come in and destroy you. You deserve better than that. You really do. Now, this is End Time Watchman. Just wanted to finish that on the weapons of choice or what to get. Look at your situation. Look at where you live. Look at the laws that are in your state versus urban versus rural environment versus, am I going to carry this weapon with me? Am I going to keep this weapon in my home? Am I going to use this weapon in my home and maybe kill food with? There are so many scenarios out there. You have to base what you buy on your environment. It's kind of like basing on what's coming. See, the feds have already broke up into 10 FEMA regions. You know how they're going to act and react to certain things. That's what you have to do. And I'm not being smart about this, but you have to do it based on your environment and where you live. You know. You may look at this video and you may say, "Well, I might just better get the hell out of Dodge and get somewhere else from where I'm living." Well, you might need to do that. I hope and pray you have the funds to do it if you're in the inner city. Or if you can't go and you have to stay, look at your environment, look at where you live, look at what's going to work best for you. Whether you want a pump shotgun, whether you want a semi-automatic, whether your overall dealing is going to be a pistol to conceal it in your house better than a shotgun. I don't know what your situation is. Now, me, as I saw it coming, I'm in an environment where every one of them will help me that I've bought. Well, in time, you can't shoot them all at once, but I have a big family. And my family is just as willing to sacrifice and die for protection of others as I am. Because I didn't fill them with a bunch of garbage or lies. I told them the truth. And so having said that, they're willing and they're able. And I also have neighbors that are willing and able. So on the gun deal, or on the weapon, once again I say to you, know the safety of the weapon, learn the weapon. Talk to the gun dealer. He'll explain. If he's worth his salt, he'll explain everything to you about it before you make a purchase you're going to regret. And make sure that when you do buy that firearm, and if you ever pick it up, and somebody's coming in your home, make sure that you're willing to use it, because don't pick it up unless you're willing to use it. Don't pick it up unless you're settled it mentally, intellectually settled it in your mind that yes, I will do this, and yes, I am able to use this in good conscience to defend myself and my family. You know, because there's always going to be evil. There's always going to be people that want something you got without working for it. There's always going to be people that want to control every aspect of your life. And there are people that'll say that they swore an oath to the Constitution to protect it and all, but they don't even know what the friggin' thing, they don't even know what the document says, and they surely don't go by it. Regardless of what they say about defending it, they're not going to defend it. If they were going to defend it, they'd be pens wore out today. After the inauguration that took place this morning, the pens would be running out of ink on having to do away by executive orders on all these gun ban laws, all this other mess that goes against the Constitution. If that person that swore in wanted to defend that Constitution, they would do away with those laws by the stroke of a pen, by executive order, and we'd be back to the Constitution, and we'd be back to the Bill of Rights, Declaration of Independence. But it's not going to happen. Don't be fooled by false, hollow words that want to appeal to your emotions. Let your intellect take over on what the people are saying, because they don't mean what they say. They're just a bunch of liars. End Time Watchman, I'll be back. God bless you. Godspeed to you. Don't let them catch you sleeping when they come. I'll see you.